Greetings, royal queens and kings. It's your host, Queen Tulsa, and welcome back to the Queen Tulsa Show. Get into it. Who is Shea Jackson? Joe McCann's ex-wife exposed after Ashlee Jenae's mysterious death. Everything you need to know about Joe McCann's ex-wife and his personal life as the mysterious passing of influencer Ashlee Jenae raises serious suspicion. Late social media influencer Ashlee Jenae's fiance Joe McCann was previously married to Shea Jackson, and now Queen Tulsa is breaking it all down for you. In this video, we're covering who exactly Shea Jackson is, Joe and Shea Jackson's past relationship, what really happened to Ashlee Jenae, why is Ashlee Jenae's death raising suspicion? What is social media saying about this case? If you're following this story, you need to watch this video until the end because the details will shock you. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Now, we are going to go ahead and get into this interview. Like I said, her family, they making me suspicious of them. Like I said, there is no emotion. There is nothing there. It's like they are very bland. They are very dry. Their emotions. Um, I don't know. You guys take a watch and we'll chat it up in just 1 second.
Falling out with her fiance just days after he proposed. Joining me now are Ashlee's parents, Harry and Yolanda, and their spouses. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So local authorities in Zanzibar initially said that Ashlee took her own life, but you guys released a statement saying that her death was suspicious. What do you think happened?
We're not too sure what happened. That's what we're trying to find out. I got 2 emails today from
But do you see what I'm seeing, y'all? They're not sure what happened. Your daughter has been accused of taking herself out. Your daughter, let's be honest, your daughter was about to be proposed to. Your daughter was on this vacation. She was living it up. You see what I'm saying? She was living it up. She was living her life. She was being financially taken care of. She was in total bliss. But what was her relationship like with her family? That's the question. Let's get into it.
Embassy in Zanzibar. They said the investigation is still ongoing. That they have not determined the cause of death yet at all. An investigation is still ongoing and still pending right now. So there has no.
Does this seem like a family that's concerned for their daughter? I'm just trying to see something, y'all. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Your daughter has went unalived. Your daughter has been unalive and you're this comfortable. Pay attention, people.
Nothing official has been released. That's what we're trying to find out. We just want answers.
What was the initial call like when you first learned that your daughter passed away?
The call was shocking and it was devastating and scary, honestly, because we don't know what's going on and what happened.
What did they relay to you at that time?
Well, the communication came to us from the Hotel Zuri Zanzibar, where they were.
Okay, so the information had come in from the hotel. Baby, I would have been on that hotel's phone like white on rice. Okay, y'all told me this. Now I need to know this. What was going on? Where is he at? Where's he at? But look at their attorney. Was the attorney, is that Ashlee's attorney that was paid for by Joe? It makes you want to know these things, guys. The phone lines are open, guys, if you want to call in. The phone lines are open if anybody wants to call in and sound off. Does this make sense to you? This is what we're looking at. This is what we're looking at.
And scary, honestly, because we don't know what's going on and what happened.
What did they relay to you at that time?
Well, the communication came to us from the Hotel Zuri Zanzibar, where they were staying. It didn't come from the hospital or from the police.
Have you guys?
So it didn't come from the hospital or the police. You wouldn't be outraged? So you telling me that you're just going to be calm, cool, collected. So it seems like the parents from the outside looking in, and for people that don't see it for Black people, people that don't see it for Black women that's being unalived. So this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is how we're responding. Let's make this make sense.
Guys since spoken to authorities or the embassy?
No,
We've had little contact with the embassy, but no, not with the police.
So were you told anything about the manner as to how she passed away or what exactly led up to her passing?
officially, no, we have not talked to anyone from the police or anybody in the medical field at all. Nothing. Nothing official.
Okay, so if the hotel reaches out to me, I need your manager. Manager needs to be on the phone with me, giving me updates. Okay, what hospital is she at? Can you connect me there? Is there a way? Is she in a room? You know, who's there? I need to talk to some type of professional. I need to talk to some type of professional. I need an update. So if I'm not there, I need you to be doing the footwork and the groundwork for me. Get into this. Does it seem like a family that's concerned? Get into it. Get into it.
The Hotel Zuri Zanzibar, where they were staying. It didn't come from the hospital or from the police.
Have you guys since spoken to authorities or the embassy?
No,
We've had little contact with the embassy, but no, not with the police.
So were you told anything about the manner as to how she passed away or what exactly led up to her passing?
officially, no, we have not talked to anyone from the police or anybody in the medical field at all. Nothing. Nothing official.
What was it that the hotel initially told you guys?
That the person, that Joe McCann, who she was traveling with, had
What did they tell you? What did they tell you? Can we get into that part? What did the hotel tell the mom? Y'all get into this. about the white man?
Traveling with
has been
What was it that the hotel initially told you guys?
that the person that Joe McCann, who she was traveling with, had
What, put his hands on her? He put his hands on her. They got into an altercation. They had to be separated. Let's talk about it, mama. Come on, mama, let's talk about it. What did the hotel people call you and tell you? Look at the daddy with his head down. And look at him. You bet not say nothing. You bet not say nothing. Look at her. Look at him. And look at the sister. I'm assuming this is a sister. They all fucking color coordinated. They all color coordinated. Did y'all get into that? Oh, so y'all had time to pick out matching outfits? So y'all had time to pick out matching outfits, but y'all couldn't get y'all emotions together? Y'all couldn't really tell the public that you want answers, you really care about your daughter, and all this isn't for show? Sweetheart, you're doing this for show. Y'all had time to get matching damn outfits. And now you on her lying to us about what the hotel people done told you. Get into this.
To you at that time?
well, the communication came to us from the Hotel Zuri Zanzibar, where they were staying. It didn't come from the hospital or from the police.
Have you guys since spoken to authorities or the embassy?
no.
We've had little contact with the embassy, but no, not with the police.
So were you told anything about the manner as to how she passed away or what exactly led up to her passing?
Officially, no, we have not talked to anyone from the police or anybody in the medical field at all. Nothing has been.
Why are their eyes closed? Why are their eyes closed? Then this dude right here, I'm assuming that this is their attorney. Like I said, I want to know how who's he working for? What is his ties to Joe? This dude looks like Gary Coleman in the face. Just sitting over there. I don't feel like he's being honest. I don't even feel like he give a damn. A daddy and daughter relationship. When we think about Shanquilla Robinson, was her dad not emotional? Was her mom not emotional? Even though her mom kept her hair done and wasn't she emotional? This is your 31-year-old daughter. Y'all got information from the hotel. Let's get into it. You got information from the hotel. Her mama just look as damn cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I need to pull this back because I want to get every detail. Y'all follow me here. We're going somewhere.
What was the initial call like when you first learned that your daughter passed away?
The call was shocking and it was devastating and scary.
It was shocking, devastating, and scary. Shocking, devastating, and scary. Well, how shocking, devastating, and scary was it that you didn't decide to keep up with what was going on with management? I wouldn't have had time to sleep. I want to be on the phone every minute, every second. What is going on? I need to know a play by play. What is going on? I can't be there. If it was supposed to been all that scary, devastating, what was it? What was it? What was it?
Honestly, because we don't know what's going on and what happened.
That should give you every reason to flip out right now. That should give you every reason to flip the hell out right now, because my daughter is no longer with us in the flesh. Hey, Polly 2.0, how are you doing? He said, yes. Well, guess what? Ashlee ain't resting. And I'm going to make sure she gets her justice. I'm going to make sure people understand that her mama, her daddy, and I guess that's her sister, they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. Let me tell you how.
That we have not determined the cause of death yet at all. An investigation still ongoing and still pending right now. So there has nothing official has been released. That's what we're trying to find out. We just want answers.
What was the initial call like when you first learned that your daughter passed away?
The call was shocking and it was devastating and scary, honestly, because we don't know.
This woman acting like her car got stolen. Man, we talking about your daughter whose life is she's her lifeless body. What is wrong with moms? Hey, Big Illy, y'all get into it. Am I tripping? Y'all let me know in the chat if I'm tripping. Am I tripping or am I just being real? I've got listen, I'm looking because I'm trying to see what's the dynamic between Ashlee and her family, right? Did Ashlee not really deal with them like that? Did they have some type of benefit towards Ashlee? Ashlee was out living her life, but she was doing it alone. She never invited her family and friends on trips with her. She's about to get married. What's her relationship with her mom? What's her relationship with her sister? What's her relationship with her dad? Have they spent time as a family with her boyfriend? What do they know about him? Has he taken care of the family in any type of way? What was it like on Christmas, this past Christmas? Who did they spend it with? Did they spend it together? Was Ashlee there? Was she invited? I'm concerned with the lack of concern about their daughter. Thank you. Okay, so there we go. Let's roll.
Because we don't know what's going on and what happened.
What did they relay to you at that time?
Well, the communication came to us from the Hotel Zuri Zanzibar, where they were staying. It didn't come from the hospital or from the police.
Have you guys since spoken to authorities or the embassy?
No,
We've had little contact with the embassy, but no, not with the police.
She's just talking about it like it's just an ordinary day. Ordinary day, we talk to them. I mean, it's not like she's in jail. It's not like she's in jail. Mama, she's not coming home. She's not coming home. And you are very much so aware that there was an altercation to where your daughter and her boyfriend had to be separated. Oh, well, the hotel, they called us and told us, yeah, just the hotel they called. And have y'all talked to them? Oh, no, I mean, we ain't heard nothing. We ain't heard nothing. Yeah, we just waiting. We ain't heard nothing. Let's get into it.
So were you told anything about the manner as to how she passed away or what exactly led up to her passing?
Officially, no, we have not talked to anyone from the police or anybody in the medical field at all. Nothing. Nothing has been.
You haven't heard anything from the police or anybody in the medical? Baby, listen here. They would have been hearing from me. They would. Oh, and I'm sorry, y'all. I got y'all cut y'all volume down. I'm sorry. I don't need y'all jumping and scared at work. I'm sorry. But listen here, you would have been hearing from me. Oh, you ain't have to worry about whatever. I'm y'all, I'm feeling a certain type of way. It says what you didn't know. A, Ashlee told her mom about the fight. B, Joe came back to that room. C, the butler got paid. D, she didn't unalive herself for a fact. All right. What you didn't know. 33% says she didn't unalive herself for a fact. 27% says the butler got paid. 27% says Ashlee told her mom about the fight. 13% says Joe came back to that room. Did you vote? Please vote on the poll. Lack of emotions. You say you're pissed off too? Okay. All right, y'all. I'm just trying to. Yeah, okay. You're concerned about that, Polly. I'm a mom who lost a baby, and that pain is immeasurable. And you know what? Sorry for your loss, hon. Sorry for your loss. Listen here. Can we go on a quick commercial break? I know this is a very heavy topic. If we can just go on a quick commercial break right quick, we will be right back.
Queen Tulsa, baby.
Oh, and listen here, guys, the phone lines are open. Make sure if you want to call in, you got a little lunch break, you got 5 minutes, go ahead and call in. We're going to go ahead and open up the phone lines. Go ahead and call in. We're going to go on a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Your favorite shade, your hottest tea, and your headline queen. The Wendy Williams of YouTube, iconic, epic, and always petty when I need to be. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Cameras on, baby, I control the stage. Every headline bends when I set the page. Hot topics burn, I deliver with grace. Shady little smirk while I give you faith. From the gossip rooms to the YouTube fight, turn petty words into sleepless nights. If I say stops here, then it's all through. No one drops tea like I go. I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Like and subscribe, let the numbers climb. Serving raw truth with a touch of divine. Breaking news, baby, I say it bold. Every word drips, hotter than gold. Discussing cases, I keep receipts. I'm a boss in heels with the fire and heat. You want the tea, I pour it smooth. I'm Queen Tulsa, baby, I set the mood. Sweet on the lips, but sharp when I speak. Ready when I want. But my shade unique. Iconic, epic, I reign supreme. Queen Tulsa, the boss, I'm the headline queen. Don't get it twisted, baby. You came for the gossip, but you stayed for the queen. I don't chase views, views chase me. Now sip that tea, and don't forget to hit that like. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you like. And remember, if I say it stops here, it stops here.
Absolutely. It does stop here. And thank you all so much for being with us today on this live broadcast. as we give you news that you can use in this case. Who is Shea Jackson? Joe McCann's ex-wife exposed after Ashlee Jenae's mysterious death. Now, listen here, we are taking a look at this interview. This is Ashlee Jenae's, aka Ashley Robinson's family. They're doing an interview with their what appears to be their attorney, the mom, the dad, and I'm assuming that's the sister. But child, when I tell you this family does not seem concerned, we're going to take it right here to the question, and let's go ahead and hear this family's response.
But no, not with the police.
So were you told anything about the manner as to how she passed away or what exactly led up to her passing?
Officially, no, we have not talked to anyone from the police or anybody in the medical field at all. Nothing. Nothing has been.
What was it that the hotel initially told you guys?
That the person, that Joe McCann, who she was traveling with, had.
So the person that she was traveling with, not her boyfriend. You know Joe. You know Joe, mom. Now look at her. Look at the attorney's. I want y'all to pay attention to the attorney's face. He's kind of like, man, and I'm going to get right on up into it. This is like, man, these niggas some slaves. They done sold out. They done sold out. You better follow the script. You bet your nigga ass better follow this damn script. I want y'all to pay attention to his facial expressions. He's got these niggas under control, baby. He's got them under control. Let's get into it.
That he had found her and that they had taken her to the hospital.
And then a follow-up call from the hotel several hours later.
And I
relaying.
You just think is very.
You better shut up and let Master speak. He cutting that eye. Y'all see him cutting that eye over there? Look at her. Look at her. Master didn't say that. You don't say it. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all. And look at her. She ain't bothered by one bit. She ready to go. How much longer we got here? I got shit to do. I got shit to do. Can we get into it? I'm not here to appease no damn body. I'm on Ashley's side. I'm on Ashley's side. That's whose side I'm on. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it.
Odd that our daughter is traveling with Joe and we don't hear anything from Joe. To me, that's very odd. And initial call that she got from Joe was 11 hours after.
Now, what is this heifer over there looking at? What is she looking at? Is somebody over there directing them? Can we get into this? Y'all get into this. Can I zoom this in? Oh, I can. Hold on. Baby, I need y'all to get up into this. Baby, let's zoom up in this. Get into mama.
Something had transpired in the room. And that's very odd. 11 hours later.
11 hours.
Something had transpired and Joe just relayed.
Hold on, y'all. Get into the mama face. She like she in a train.
I just think it's very odd that our daughter is traveling with Joe and we don't hear anything from Joe. To me, that's very odd. And initial call that she got from Joe was 11 hours after something.
Look at the sister. I mean, who is in front of them? Are they being directed? What's up? Y'all look. Okay. Now, we just saw the mama over there looking all damn like she going through a damn exorcism. And then the sister over here flashing her lights. You know, are you okay? Blink twice. She's giving no, she's not okay. Girl, we probably need to send some help over there. Look, I mean, because who are they looking at? Now, pay attention.
And I
relaying.
Pay attention to this sister now. Pay attention.
Okay. We just think it's very odd that our daughter is traveling with Joe and we don't hear anything from Joe. To me, that's very odd. And initial call that she got from Joe was 11 hours after something had transpired in the room. And that's very odd. 11 hours later,
11 hours.
something had transpired, and Joe just relayed to Yolanda that Ashlee was okay and she was stable and she was okay and don't worry about it.
But that she was at the hospital.
Yes. 11 hours later.
But that she was in the hospital. Are y'all following me here? That sister's over there rubbing her leg, twiddling her fingers. You said it reminds me of Get Out. This is the most freakiest interview that I've seen thus far. The sister's eyes rolling. I want y'all to pay attention. Can we pay attention? Can we pay attention right quick, y'all? I need y'all to pay attention. We about to wake something up. This mama, it seems like they going through a damn exorcism over here. They eyes rolling around and they staring off in space. Can we get into this right quick? Hold on. I need to get into this.
Or what exactly led up to her passing?
Officially, no, we have not talked to anyone from the police.
Okay, so who we looking at today? We are going to focus. Okay, so we're going to focus on these two over here. Let's focus on the attorney and let's focus on the mama. Body language. Let's just focus on them. Then we're going to take it back. And then we're going to look at the dad and the sister. Because I'm trying to figure out who's the wife here. I'm trying to figure out who's the wife. Don't she look like, is this the wife? That's the daughter? I don't know who it is. Okay. But anywho, let's look at these two right quick. Let's get into their body language. Let's dissect it. And we'll come back and we'll dissect them. Let's go.
Or anybody in the medical field at all. Nothing. Nothing.
What was it that the hotel initially told you guys?
That the person that.
Now look at him. And she's going to look at him. I need y'all to get into this. Now, dad is also looking at him. Okay, so he's, bitch, you better not get out of line. You better not get out of line. You better say exactly what I told you to say. You better say exactly what we talked about. You see him? Facial expressions. He turns around, looking out the corner of the eye. What does that mean? Have your mom ever looked at you out the corner of her eye? Mine did. And guess what that meant to me? You get your ass out of line if you want to.
Joe McCann, who she was traveling with.
Right. Now y'all see how he swiftly turned that head around. Let's get into that. Let's take that back a little bit. Let's take that back a little bit.
That the person that Joe McCann, who she was traveling with.
The person that Joe McCann she was traveling with. Mama, that's her boyfriend. Mama, her boyfriend. Mama, why couldn't you say her boyfriend that she was traveling with? Mama, was there some type of arrangement that we didn't know about that y'all don't want us to know about? Like, are we saying the right thing? Expressions? Absolutely. Let's get into it. Thank you for paying attention. Now we're still focusing on these two. Okay? Because he had his eye on her. Now get into it. Body language. Questions being asked.
What was it that the hotel initially told you guys?
That the person that Joe McCann, who she was traveling with, had that he had found her and that they had taken her to the hospital.
And then a follow-up call from the hotel several hours later.
Just nonchalantly, this is your daughter that you pushed out your womb. And you know what, Black women, we got to do motherfucking better. We got to do better. The relationship between mother and daughter, come on, y'all, we got to do better. And this screams 1,000 words. Black people, y'all know what we talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We got to do better. The competition. The daughter had a damn multimillionaire. Mama seemed like she damn upset about it. The competition. Ain't no damn coalition. And then look at old girl over here. What's the tea? Dad, where's your emotion? Your daughter is no longer with us. Where is the emotion? Did y'all know that this was going to happen? Did y'all know? We want to know. Did y'all know that this was going to happen? We want to know. Did y'all know? Did y'all know? Huh? Let's get into it.
And I
Relaying.
we just think it's very odd that our daughter is traveling with Joe and we don't hear anything from Joe.
Oh, no. Listen, somebody's directing them to talk. I want y'all to get into that. Did y'all get into that? Can y'all please get into that? It feels as though somebody is directing them to talk. She's about to say something. Dad says, he like hits her on the, leg or whatever, or brushes her. And then boom, what happens next? She looks straight forward. It seems like somebody is telling them what to say and how to say it. Look at the mama. The mama looked like she didn't checked out. But there's no tears. I mean, if she was looking like that and she was crying, I would get it, but the woman looked possessed. The woman looks possessed. Can we talk about that? Get into it. But these are small little details. So yes, we're gonna take a break from these two right quick. Let's take a look right here.
We just think it's very odd that our daughter is traveling with Joe and we don't hear anything from Joe. To me, that's very odd. And I
Relaying.
Okay, so we just think it's very odd.
She's gonna hit him.
And I
Relaying.
Did y'all see that? She hit him. Oh, girl right here hit him. Come on.
A call from the hotel several hours later.
And I
Relaying.
Did y'all see that? She hits him. Now he's about to look over at her. What you hit me for? What you hit me for? We got to look at this, y'all. What is going on? What is going on? Did they know? Did they know is my question. Did they know? Let's go.
We just think it's very odd that our daughter is traveling with Joe and we don't hear anything from Joe. To me, that's very odd. And initial call that she got from Joe was 11 hours after something had transpired in the room. And that's very odd. 11 hours later,
11 hours.
Something had transpired and Joe just relayed to.
All right. Joe. Child, it is a lot going on. Was Joe having some financial issues? We need to know. Was Joe having financial issues? He thought. Let's get into it.
Yolanda, that Ashlee was okay and she was stable and she was okay and don't worry about it.
But that she was at the hospital.
Yes.
What went on? Mm, 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 mm. Joe wasn't a good person, is what I'm getting to her. And she stayed for the money. I feel like Ashlee stayed for the money. He wasn't a good guy. And the family knows that. The family knows that. That's why there's no emotion in this interview. Joe was married. Joe was married previously. You said, let's see. Like, are we seeing the right things? And how she looks at him is like, uh, you said it's like he's their overseer type vibe. Yeah, so the white guy right there, he's the overseer, but I feel like there's somebody else in the room because is this on a computer? What location are they at? I feel like there were more people around. Let's see. I want my babies to progress further than me. Absolutely. Yep, she's irritated. Is Joe married? Now, I thought Joe was married before to Shea Jackson. I'm doing some research on her. And we're gonna be diving into that here shortly. But let's get back into this. All right, so body language, did y'all see them hit each other? Now let's watch. Let's kind of keep our focus on these two. And when we gonna get to these two over here in a minute. Give me 1 second.
11 hours later.
So have you spoken to him since, and what has he been saying?
There has been no communication here.
Wow, shocking. So, as you've seen, the local report had claimed that she took her own life. Did you guys ever think that Ashlee had any mental health issues?
I would think that's farther from the truth. If you go to her page,
Do you not know your daughter? Why do we have to go to her page? You're her dad. We're asking you for the lifestyle. Thank you. And it's given like, maybe was she spending too much? Did she try to invest into something of her own? And was there money problems with Joe and his mismanagement of funds? We need to take a look and see if he borrowed against his home or if he has any loans out on any of his properties. That's what we need to take a look at. He said for the lifestyle. Yes. Hey, Lunas. Blessed Wednesday. Tosin. Oh, yes. Thank you. All right. Big Illy says, Luna. All right. So let's get into it. What we're doing is we're dissecting this interview of Ashlee Jenae's family. Now, keep an eye on him and keep an eye on the mom. And we're going to dissect.
Ever since she was a beacon of light. She liked being on, like it's like being in the camera. She was an influencer. She loved
her family.
She loved her family.
She loved her family.
Most important.
She loved her family. She loved her family. Did she really love her family? Was she planning to leave Joe? And y'all don't want to say nothing about it? Was Ashlee planning to leave Joe? Because I don't know if you all know, Ashlee has been in videos, beautiful brown skin chocolate girl. Um, she was seen, with Kevin Gates. I'm just saying she wasn't an ugly girl. She had plenty of options. And was she planning to leave Joe? Because Joe could hack into the system to watch football games. Did Joe hike into conversations that maybe she deleted? And this was just a buildup. Okay. Everything is nice and good. Wait until we get out the country. Joe wanted to control that young woman. Let's get into it.
What was her mindset like before going on this insane African birthday trip?
Excited and happy, and she was elated that she was traveling for her birthday to celebrate and be with who she thought was the love of her life.
And you guys said there's really been not much communication between you and her fiance, Joseph.
Okay, so this is the first time that he's being acknowledged as her fiance. Did y'all get into that? This is the first time he's being referenced as her fiance. The mama didn't reference him as her fiance. It was Joe, the man that she was traveling with. Did the family know something that we didn't know? Was Ashlee planning to break it off with Joe? Was this a trip that Joe was supposed to make up for something? And soon as he got there, he had a moment, he had a flashback where he got out of control. And boom, here we are today.
What, if you could say anything to him right now, what would you say?
I just want to peace.
And we want to know what happens.
What is your understanding as to where his whereabouts are now, and why do you think he would be avoiding your calls?
Because he lied to he lied to her, and he lied to her family. Oh, they were, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna get married. They're gonna have children. It was her birthday weekend. He juiced her up just to get her there and to corner her. That's what he did. He cornered her, and he utilized y'all to do it. Who did he give money to tell her to come on back? Just tell her to give me a chance. Give me another chance. It's given the Diddy situation. Let me pay you off. You better get your ass back over here. You better not go to your mama's house. Send her back. She come over there.
We don't know. We're unsure right now. That's why we're just trying to seek the answers.
Do you know if he spoke?
We don't know right now. They acting like they working for Joe. Do it seem like they working for their daughter, or they working for Joe? Let me know, y'all. Are they working for their daughter's justice? Or are they working for Joe's justice to get him back over here so they can get a little money so they can shut up and bury their daughter and move on with their life so he can go ahead and move on with his life?
To authorities at all?
We're not aware.
We're not aware.
We're not aware of that at all.
I mean, because what I knew is we haven't spoken to them, so I'm not sure who they are talking to. It's one answer.
You see this mom? Okay, right here, when she asked that question, pay attention to the mom, because her eyes just about to start rolling. Pay attention to the mom right here.
We're unsure right now. That's why we're just trying to seek the answers.
Right here,
they
gonna start rolling.
Spoken to authorities at all?
We're not aware.
We're not aware.
We're not aware of that at all.
I mean, because what I knew is we haven't spoken to them, so I'm not sure who they are talking to. It's
there. They go.
Look,
it's our attempts to get information.
I'm so sorry you guys are going through this right now. That must be extremely confusing, especially if you are saying that she was so excited for this birthday trip, didn't really have.
Yeah, so if my daughter was excited for a birthday trip and she comes up unalive, you think I'm just gonna be sitting there just all calm and dandy and oh well no, she went on a trip and with Joe, and I think she was caught up in the lifestyle, not necessarily the man. Maybe she realized he was on the verge of bankruptcy. Yes, there were money problems, and she was about to end the relationship. She was about to walk away. Like, okay, there are stipulations on such and such, whatever, whatever. No, when you're accustomed to a certain lifestyle, yes, they had back behind the scenes conversations. Ashley knew, Ashley knew, trust me, Ashley knew. Listen, when you think about this man was doing investments and things like that. Investments don't always be bringing in the money. You know, ask Jay-Z, allegedly. Okay, let's get into it. Luna said, probably some weird twisted ish to do with him being into crypto and his ex big time brand marketing for Nike scams. Everything foul somehow connects to the Kardashian. I don't know. Just the first thing I thought. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. And you don't think Ashley had the ins and outs of the business? She knew some secrets, and if the feds come down, hey, we need somebody up out of here because we don't need nobody running back saying nothing. When it all falls down, maybe she was chosen to use somehow since she was an influence. Absolutely. Well, you got to think about it. When you're trying to push a product, Ashley had eyes on her. Get into it. When I think about this, I think about Mr. Tenderism. Think about Mr. Tenderism. What did he go through? Who tried to benefit off of that? Joe can't benefit no more because we got questions. We got questions and we're not buying it. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's pay attention.
Any history of mental health issues? That's got to be.
So first, now y'all want to blame mental health on the woman. This woman, life is gone. Now you want to bring up mental health. Why wasn't that the first thing that you brought up? If you were really concerned, and where you're talking about suicidal, have there been any previous? That would have been my first question. Has there been any previous documented accounts of Ashley allegedly committing the unalivement? Let's talk about it. We'll start there. This was a controlled interview. I don't care what nobody say. Allegedly, in my opinion.
Extremely confusing and frustrating for you guys. I'm very sorry you're going through that. No parent should ever have to bury their own.
Girl, why you sorry? They ain't even sorry. They not even sorry. Ain't no lick of emotion up in there.
Child. Have her remains been released to you yet? And what are the plans for the funeral?
We don't have any of that. We don't have any of that information.
That right there would have broke me down. That right there would have tore me up. You ain't even got a body yet. You ain't even got her body yet. That would have tore me up. I'm saying that would have tore me up. My baby's gone. You talking about have I picked a body up? Have they sent anything? Ma'am, I'm hurting right now. That would have broke me down. I would have flew into tears. I would have flew into tears at that moment. Where is the emotion for our Black daughters If this was a black boy, how do you think that the mama would have responded? See, I'm asking the questions that people aren't going to ask. Why is there lack of empathy? Why is there lack of compassion for our sisters that are going unalived like clockwork? There's no outrage. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
So, from your understanding, her body is still in Zanzibar, Africa.
She just shrugs her shoulders. Well, she's somewhere. She's somewhere over there. She's somewhere over there. That she ain't here. No, it's just, just another day. Did the insurance people call yet? That's what it's giving. Did the insurance people call yet?
What is the last update you got on your daughter's death?
We haven't had a first update yet. That's the.
What was funny about it? What was funny about not getting an update? You see how the white man, he just chuckled. What was funny about that? What was funny?
What is the last update you got on your daughter's death?
We haven't had a first update yet. That's.
What was funny? What was funny? Joe has $45 million. Why is the family doing a GoFundMe to bring the body back? Clock that T. There were financial issues going on. Joe, your investments came back to eat your ass up. Joe, your mouth wrote a check that your ass couldn't check. Cash. Come on now. And now it's a 911 emergency. And now it's a 911 emergency. Y'all just heard the 911. Y'all just heard the fire truck just rolled through here. Hello? Oh, shit. Let me get my charger. Yes, absolutely. Joe was having some financial issues. He was having some financial hardships. Let me plug my thing in before we go dead. Okay. Yeah, Joe was having some financial hardships, y'all. That's why I said it was deeper than that. He made some messed up investments. Trust. I don't know if he was stealing, embezzlement, mismanagement of funds. You know what I'm saying? He was on the verge of losing his house. He's been borrowing against his house. He was planning on relocating. You see what I'm saying? And actually, he wasn't, that trip that they were on, he couldn't even afford that. He couldn't afford it. And we're going to find that out, I want to say later on, that he was deep in debt. And thank you, Tess, for giving us some resources and helping us out here with this case. You said, let someone red rum me and my family sit acting the way I be hunting all they has. Exactly. And she is. I believe she is. I think they keep seeing a little shadow pass. Y'all got the opportunity. Y'all got the cameras in y'all face and y'all still ain't gonna say nothing. This is live. If anything was to happen to y'all, hell, we'll be concerned about y'all. But by y'all not doing and saying something, I mean, come on now, let's make it make sense. There is reports that he lost all his money. There are reports. Oh, they said that his company went bankrupt. Mm, mm, mm. I want to know how many times he borrowed up against that home, you know, and how much did he owe on that mortgage? Go ahead.
That's the
The only thing was a brief email from the embassy stating that the investigation was ongoing. That's it.
And one thing that we did reach out. We knew about the footage at the hotel. Was there any footage? Did you look at the footage? Did you see the footage? These are things that's very important to us. These are things that can clear everything up. It gives us a timeline.
No, there are people, y'all are trying to paint this narrative like he's a good man. It's people, this is just the beginning. But it's going to be people coming out here telling their stories about his bad investments and how he effed them over. Mm-hmm. And baby, what goes around comes around, child. Let's get into it.
It lets us know what happened. We have not seen or heard or even anything about any kind of footage surveillance. These are things that we need to know.
How are you guys feeling right now?
Devastated.
Lost.
Devastated, lost. A lot of
Confused.
unanswered questions.
Devastated, lost, confused. I'm angry. I'm mad. I'm upset because I was only given one call. There was no follow-up. Where is my child's body? Why isn't nobody calling me? We not just, no. Get back in contact with that damn hotel. I would be on the phone with them every hour. What's an update? Now y'all taking out a GoFundMe because y'all aren't being truthful. Let's talk about it. Y'all are in too deep with Joe. What do Joe got on y'all? Let's get into it, y'all. It makes you want to think, huh?
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes. We have met him.
Yes.
Thank you so much, you guys.
You met him. Did he ask for her hand in marriage?
Did you guys meet him before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes. We have met him.
Yes.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Y'all, that woman is something up with that woman. It's something up with that family. Their whole dynamic, their whole vibe and energy was way off. But I really have questions for that villa and that butler that went by there and he was struggling with the door, this, that, and the third. He needs to come forward. What did you hear? I want to talk to Villa 24. What happened? What noises were going on? What distraction? I mean, what went down to where you had to call management to come out there and check? Was it violent? How violent? You have to separate them. What? This is a couple that just got engaged. You said it doesn't even make sense. Ashlee, God rest your soul, would take her life there, even if she was of that mindset. It doesn't make sense. Absolutely does not make sense. In my opinion, someone else paid for them to go away and have this done. See, that's why I said it feel like he couldn't even afford this trip. But see, he had a life insurance policy on her. But see, even if that was the case when it comes to a life insurance policy, you can't get paid off of somebody taking their own life. What was it that she knew? Was he hacking into other people's stuff and stealing it? Come on now. Hacking in people's bank accounts or something like that? When you talk about investments and stuff like that, I don't know, but it's something way wrong. He said, all four, that's too much. Absolutely. Well, listen here. This concludes our broadcast. We have been here. I try to keep these broadcasts to an hour. And we have reached 1 hour and 5 minutes. So this concludes our broadcast. I want to thank you guys for coming out. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell somebody that we were live. Until next time, so long.